Hello everyone and welcome to another, well actually, I guess this is the first non-test episode, even though I am still testing and just trying to get feedback, but as I'm doing a second episode of a series, I'd figured might as well just call it a series and not have it labelled as a test episode for once. So I'm going to do 4 more levels of Mario Maker. Just I'll be doing 4 ones that I didn't do. I'll start with my Auto Mario level called Auto Mario Gets Stars Right. What is a level that plays itself, but somehow people have failed to do it with only 12 have completed out of 22 attempts. I have no idea how they're messing it up. But stars are quite important. If somebody likes a level, they give it a star, and the more stars you get, the more levels you make. The first one is, as you start the game, you can only make or upload 8 levels, but once you get 50 stars you can do 16, and there's a bunch of other goals what allow you to boost. And so you want to get stars for your level, but the issue is most people can't be bothered giving out stars, but Auto Mario levels seem to get a lot of them. This is just ones where you do nothing, they just play themselves, and some are musical, some are just hopefully kind of interesting to watch, like mine, as he was ducking and dashing the fire. It was a pain to get right because every time I was moving it, it kept getting hit by the fire, so it took a while to get all that working, but that was nice. You would think impossible to fail sort, but I suppose people are just impatient. So I guess I'll go with Woodman stage. This is one that well, I'm probably going to jinx myself here and get myself killed, but it seems to be like one of my easiest of all my Mega Man recreations levels, because it's mostly just boos everywhere, and as long as you look at a boo they'll not move, what makes it fairly easy to just get past with everything. But once again, the biggest difficulty was finding ways to recreate the Mega Man enemies. For these flame torches, I'm saying him a lot again. Yeah, in the Mega Man game there's these little dog things that breathe fire in a kind of arcing motion, so the torches were an attempt to recreate that. And I just get hit with it for the first time. These boos here are recreating some monkeys who would swing about on platforms, but it's a lot easier than the actual monkeys. Yeah, I'm completely messed up this bit. This was meant to be like some bunny robots that shoot carrot missiles, but I tried to make it so they jump, but it just ended up floating and I never fixed it. So the Woodman stage really ends up far too easy. I should have just put like 20 of these little mole guys to just charge you like the Roadrunners, but... And that's my fucking phone going off. Full fuck it, I'm not redoing it. It's perfect. You get the Proto Man whistle during the Mega Man stage, so you can enjoy that. It picked up. Sure, I thought, why the fuck's it going off again? And there you go. I've defeated Woodman. The circle of boos was meant to represent the leaf shield, but as I'm sure you've all played Mega Man, you will know that That is Woodman's weapon, and it is the weakness of Airman, which okay, what the fuck's going on with my phone? Sorry about this. Can't even bloody mute it. Anyway, now that I've taken down, I think my phone is just taking the piss now. This is why I should be recording my audio separate from my video. It's finally stopped, but yeah, as I was saying, hopefully you could hear me over my bloody phone. That man, you get these wood shield, leaf shield. What is the weakness to Airman? As you hopefully saw in the last video, I was struggling quite a bit to defeat the Heatman stage, which I'm sure you'll be happy to know that I have beat a few times. Shit. I knew it was coming and I still messed it up. But yeah, I've beat Heatman a few times since I failed horribly on the actual video. But as you saw, I was struggling quite a bit, so while I didn't get it as hard as the actual level, as there's no vanishing blocks in Mario, I think I did get a decent difficulty, but it just makes these other ones feel far too easy. Like, there's an entire song dedicated to how hard Airman is, and the goal of beating Airman is to obtain item number 2, what is later renamed the Rush Jet. I'm just explaining this for the people who aren't Mega Man fans for some reason. And basically it just lets you fly across the air, and it lets you just skip all the lava jumps, to the point that I actually considered adding it to my Heatman stage, but decided against it, as it would make it far too easy, like these ones. But yeah, I really struggled to make the boss fights hard. You see in a lot of stages that most of the ones that do have the boss levels normally use modern Mario, as there's a lot more you can do with it. As you can see here, I've got these bricks set up for the boss, as he can turn them into enemies. It was just a way to try and add some difficulty to the boss fight, as with Airman he normally shoots like 8 projectiles at once. That's where a lot of the difficulty comes in, but it's just far too easy. And kind of why I've made that Auto Mario level what I did at first, as I want to get stars so I can get new levels that I can create, and I can put out harder versions of these. And while I am saying that, many of them have quite low percent completion. And as you actually look at the preview bit at the top, you can see a lot of people are dying at the basic jumps. I'm trying to talk a bit more about the stages and such, as I've told that might be a bit interesting, but as those were Mega Man recreation stages, I just mostly talked about Mega Man during a Mario game. This should be my final one, as I'm reaching about 10 minutes. So 1 or 2 attempts at this. This is currently not being beaten by anyone but me. It's not that hard, but there is a few bits that if you're not positioned right, you will die at something that isn't meant to kill you. Or you'll mess up a jump like that. That's actually the first time I've ever died like that. The point of this one is, if you take the easy path, which would be like this one, or just using that to jump up to that, you're going to die. So that's why it's called taking the easy way. A lot of this stage is actually kind of automated, but at this bit here, if you're positioned poorly on the blue bits, you can hit them spikes, or you can hit the piranha plant, which kills you a lot. So yeah, that part is just the place. As I was saying, you need to position yourself right. I was too busy explaining. That bit there where you have to jump off instead of waiting to fall down is to mess up your thinking for later on, where there's a bit you have to do the complete opposite. And like there, the item block is meant to make you think that going right is the correct way, but most of these bits would just put you into a complete free fall into the lava. But yeah, with this you just have to step to the right and step back to the left of the skull, otherwise you're going to hit something else. And them blocks are just all taunting you, just trying to make you jump off the platform, but if you do once, you're going to die, and with this you need to get the... Yeah, you need to basically, if it falls too low you're going to get hit, so you have to land at the far point and jump right away. It's really kind of an evil stage if I think about it. Didn't see that hard when I was planning it, but when I was actually testing everything out, the only bit I ever failed was this, where I'd hit the springs a couple of times. But since I've actually finished the stage, I've died in numerous ways. It really makes Mario Maker quite interesting. There is a lot they could have done and I wish I did, but I believe they'll be adding more stuff via DLC like the Mario Bros 2. And normally if you jump right you don't land in here, but I did just trying to prove a point. Hopefully I won't mess up and ruin it. There we go. Oh shit, I did not mean to do that. Well then. Oh, that shows you what that door does. I did not mean to go down there, I was just holding up for some reason when I was jumping and it kinda screwed me. And this episode's going on a bit too long. So, to the point that she did it. But regardless if I die or not on this one, this will be my final attempt. Hopefully I can complete it, so I have a more satisfying ending than I did with the last Mario Maker episode, where I only completed 2 levels of my 4. There we go. But yeah, the easy way. Oh. Easy way is meant to just make you see the door and go for it. I'm kind of waited a bit too long here. There we go. Now the Bowser flames are coming. But yeah, if you jump across those bits you end in a big death pit over there where you can't get out of, so you need to just fall down. And I managed to actually do it this time. Completed all 4 of my stages. It makes me look a bit better. So yeah, that's another quick Mario episode. Managed to keep it around 15 minutes. I'm trying to hit a goal of 10, but 15's pretty good. It's much better than the 30 I got before. I believe the only stage I've not done of my uploaded ones is Bubble Man. If you would like to see another episode of this, or I've considered doing a commentary one where I do the 100 Mario challenge on Expert. But just let me know if you are interested in seeing anything of this, or if you're sick of Mario Maker. But yeah, that was just another quick one. I just tried to talk mostly about the game this time instead of my random thoughts, what made it quite a bit easier, so hopefully that was a bit more enjoyable, except for when my phone refused to stop going off. So yeah, thanks for watching.